Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time Car Show, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. Today, coming to you from Studio A in Texas, USA.
All right.
Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Conrad DeLong, Jeffrey Zekin in the corner where he belongs. Well, we need more Jeff. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. We thank you very much. We had a kind of a rough, some had a rough night with the weather. Others, like me, didn't have so much of a rough night. It's a beautiful day outside. Get outside and enjoy it.
But we're having a rough internet process here today, so forgive us on the internet.
Joining us now, Melvyn Bautista with Hyundai, and talk about the all-new Santa Cruz CUV. Melvyn, how are you? Good morning, and thanks for joining us.
Hello, Mel.
I'm doing great. How are you? How are you guys?
Well, we're doing fine. Thanks so much. So the Santa Cruz, a new vehicle for Hyundai?
Yes, it is. It is an all-new vehicle that we're really looking to establish a new segment, and we're calling it, the world's first sport adventure vehicle.
So tell us a little bit more about it. Size, powertrain, what should we know?
Yeah, so, I'll start off with saying, we're very proud that the vehicle was designed in California. We did a bunch of extensive testing in North America, and it's also going to be built in the United States. And what it is, we've positioned it as kind of a lifestyle CUV with an open bed for more utility and versatility, but it is built on a unibody, platform, and with a rear multi-link suspension. So really gives it, a unique kind of drive experience in the body of a pickup truck in many people's eyes. So it starts off with a standard 2.5-liter normally aspirated engine with roughly about 190 horsepower. But what's really exciting is we offer a 2.5-liter turbocharged engine that's, about 280 horsepower with a little bit over 310 pound-feet of torque. So really fun to drive, and that's mated to our dual-clutch transmission. And it really gives, really great driving experience when you compare it, with that turbocharged engine. Size-wise, it's a little bit smaller than some of the mid-size pickup trucks like the Tacoma and the Ridgeline. However, it's very capable. It has a max towing capacity of 5,000 pounds, so it is a capable vehicle. But yeah, really, really excited to bring this on.
So, Melvyn, I have to ask you, this is kind of like the Honda Ridgeline, or I don't know whether you're old enough to remember, but Subaru actually built a kind of a thing called a Subaru Baja. So it's kind of a cross into that category. Does it compete? Would you say does it compete with the Chevy Colorado and the Ford Ranger? Is it in that category?
It is. We know, it's such a great segment where people are looking at the midsize trucks. But really, I think the focus for us was really providing, the exterior kind of modern look design to it. But yes, as you get inside the vehicle, when you're actually sitting in it, driving in it, it really feels like an SUV. And I think, with the popularity of CUVs in the market today, it puts us in a unique position. But yes, I think at the end of the day, customers are going to look at both. But, obviously with the open bed, we've had a lot of innovation and a lot of unique features that we've added on there for someone, that wants to be in the CUV and, wants that open bed utility.
Does it share a platform with any of the others, any of the other Hyundais that you have in the lineup?
Yes. So we actually launched the all-new Tucson, not too long ago, and it's basically the same platform as the Tucson, but it is a little bit stretched and a little bit wider. So it's a revised platform of the Tucson, but yes, it does share it.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing. That's a great vehicle. You know, I've always been a big fan of Hyundai, and I guess what drew me to Hyundai, not only the great designs, but the price point always seems to hit home runs with everybody that I know somebody that just bought a brand new Hyundai a couple of weeks ago. I mean, they're popular vehicles, and they're priced right for the American market.
Yes, and I think, you know, our company has really come a long way over the last couple of decades. But yes, you know, there's such a big focus on design as well as reliability, and really, you know, trying to put ourselves out there with a lot of these, you know, high-tech features, high-tech safety high-tech safety features, and, you know, really just, you know, trying to put the customer first and trying to meet some of their demands when they're looking for a vehicle.
So, do we have a price point on this yet?
No, we do not. We're looking to be launching the vehicle around summertime. And, you know, obviously a lot of the details and pricing and information like that will be available then.
So it's due for a summer release. Will the dealers actually have them by this summer, or are they just going to be available for order?
Yeah, pre-sale.
Where is it going to be built, and are you going to have problems with getting microchips?
No. So right now it is going to be solely built in our Alabama plant. And so it's basically going to be available to all dealers. You know, I would say, you know, late summer is when they'll start arriving, you know, across the country. But yes, it will be there. And, you know, as far as the chip shortage, you know, I think every manufacturer is kind of going through this. We've had a little bit of a hiccup, although, you know, the past year during the pandemic, we've actually been pretty successful. We had our best month ever in terms of overall sales last month. But we don't anticipate having any shortages for this particular vehicle.
Well, that's good to know, especially when you're starting off with a brand new vehicle and trying to get it out there for the public. I think it's going to be popular. I like the way it looks.
Oh, very much so. It's a segment breaker.
And it actually does remind me of the Subaru Baja. Remember that thing?
Yep.
And hugely popular. You can't afford one of those today if you could find one, because, I mean, they're very popular. And, well, I have to congratulate you. I have not driven it yet, clearly, but we're certainly hoping that we'll be able to drive that very soon. And we sure appreciate you taking the time, Melvyn, talking to us today. It's the all-new Santa Cruz, and I don't know, you call it a crossover utility, but it's kind of a pickup truck because it's got a bed in the back of it.
It's just a utility.
Just a utility.
Just a utility. Well,
you know, seat 5 people and haul junk in the back.
We our whole marketing. So what we're really, you know, sport adventure vehicle. We're really targeting, you know, the person that lives in the urban type area, but really likes to get outdoors and offer that ruggedness. Feel to also the comfort of making the long drive out of the city. You know, really excited about this vehicle. Long time coming.
Well, we look forward to it. Thanks so much. Stay in touch with us, and we'll hope to talk to you soon. That's Melvyn Bautista with Hyundai talking about the Santa Cruz, the new pickup truck.
Well, he's just calling it the action adventure utility.
It's a damn pickup truck. It's got a bed in the back of it. You call it whatever you want
Ford had one. Didn't Ford have one like that years ago?
Yeah, the Ranchero.
No. It was like an Escape with a cutoff.
No, yeah, was it an Escape or was it a?
Is something of that nature.
Yeah. It was
Explorer
Sport Track.
Explorer Sport Track.
There you go.
That's it. Thank you.
Mr. Zekin, the used car guru.
There you go.
That's it.
Jeff is
Pre-owned.
used and boozed.
And boozed. Well, he is that.
That was last night.
Woo. I want everybody to know that we are going to be at the Houston Summer Auto Show, and we are going to be there. It runs actually May 19th through the 23rd. We're going to be there on Friday, noon. Was it a 3-hour show, Mike? Or are we going to do 4?
Yes.
3 hours. So we're going to be. It's a special broadcast, and we're going to be there on that Friday, the 21st.
Noon to 3.
21st, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. The 21st
This year.
from noon to 3 this year.
So,
Yep,
so
you know,
tune in and
tune
follow us, and we'll pop
Tune
up on
in
your
and
Facebook.
drop out.
Ear.
Just wanted to bring that up.
Hopefully, our video control is much better by then.
What happened with that?
Next weekend, we're going to be
Keels and
where?
Wheels.
That's right.
Keels and wheels.
And I'm bringing my fishing pole.
The Ferrari
Your
versus
cane pole.
Ford versus Ferrari. They're going to have the movie cars there,
Yep.
as well as Carroll Shelby's grandson and Miles's grandson as well.
Yes.
So how cool is that going to be?
You think they have a bait shop set up for me?
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Okay.
You can get all the bait that you want.
Smell like dead worms.
Oh, no, minnows.
Minnows?
Dead minnows.
I'll have to master
No,
that.
you don't. They're not dead. You just kind of hook them through the eyes and you throw them in the water and they swim around. They just can't see where they're going.
Right. Yes, of course. You hook them through the eyes. I did remember that.
He mastered that.
I did master that.
Okay, there's got to be more to the story here.
There is. There is. But we don't want to go there.
Yeah, seriously.
Uh-huh.
One of the things I did want to mention is Henry Howard told us that the Texas Hurdle Cruise-In is going to be next Saturday.
The what?
Or
The
this after-
hurdle cruise in.
Yeah, that's this Saturday. I'm sorry. Today it starts at 11 o'clock to 4 p.m., sponsored by the Space City Mustangs, and that's at the Texas Hurdle Grill down in Challenger Plaza in Clear Lake.
You know, I think I've heard of that.
The Hurdle Grill.
Yeah.
Hurdle Grill. It's a football place, sports bar.
Gotcha.
But they're going to start a cruise. They're going to have a cruise in there.
Very cool.
Pretty. Yeah.
Hurdle, not huddle, but hurdle.
Well, it might be Huddle. It said Huddle in one spot, Hurdle in the other.
Oh, good
so-
Lord! Did Mars
So I
type
went-
that out for you?
No, Henry did.
Okay.
It said Hurdle in one spot and Huddle in the other, and I thought Hurdle made more sense. but
Hurdle?
maybe not. Huddle?
Yeah, I would like to
Poodle?
say it. The huddle would probably
Huddle,
make more
okay.
sense.
Oh, my. Info at inwheeltime.com.
Yes. Yeah. Info at inwheeltime.com. We'd love to hear from you.
And we'll have-
as you're tuning out the show today, we just wanted to remind you of that you can send your hate mail to info at inwheeltime.com.
Jeff at
Jeff.
time.com.
Now,
Jeff,
matter of fact,
Hey, I'll reply.
why don't you send it to?
no,
No, you better not.
let's
No, you're not going there.
Boy, we will lose control.
I will.
quickly.
We've already lost control. We
I will
never
reply.
had control from
Not
the very
today,
beginning.
not today. Well, we haven't had a good internet, so
I know, that's
people
the-
haven't got all of our bad jokes
But they
because
don't-
it went in the middle. And then the time delay on Zoom, it's like a 7-second time delay. You ask them a question and you listen to dead air for 7 seconds. But,
I actually came in yesterday and set up the studio, and it,
so it's your fault.
yeah, it fell apart at 20.
Well, I have to tell you.
22.
So we had a similar problem 2 weeks ago when we were in the studio last. I went through all sorts of hurdles from the cockpit,
Or huddles.
and yes, to get the internet fixed.
But you
so the Xfinity guy, who I could barely understand, I don't know where he was speaking to me from. Kind of like our guest, you talk to them and then you wait 7 seconds to hear their answer.
Except he was talking for it sounded like he was in a Jack in the Box drive-through.
One of those kind of things. And he says, you need a new Wi-Fi modem. Okay. Well, I'll go down to the store. I went down to the store and got a replacement modem. Okay, I did that. Brought it home. Bingo, it starts working.
Beautiful.
It's worked for a week and a half.
Nice.
Flawlessly.
Until we walked in the
Until
door.
you walked into the door this morning and it stopped working.
No, it's because he took his shirt off when he walked in.
He still has his shirt off. Matter of fact, while you guys
Go do the laundry.
while you guys do that, I'm going to go and get the laundry.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And because Conrad
So-
had something on the front of his shirt this morning, and Jeff made the comment, "Well, get Armstrong to do it. The laundry's right there." Okay, so I went out there and I washed it once, and the stain wouldn't come out.
Oh, they're oil stains. I know what they are.
I'm not going to go there.
Is
but
that what you young kids are calling it now?
Yes.
Here, let me have some jelly beans while I run and get.
There you go.
Calendar of events next Saturday. Again, we're going to be at Keels and Wheels at the 25th anniversary Concours d'Elegance. They're going to have 200 plus cars and about 70 to 80. Just get right in front of the camera, Tom. About 70 to 80 boats. And if you're into the Chris Craft, the old wooden boats and stuff, it's definitely worth coming to. They generally have a number of large yachts as well, 5, 10, 15 large yachts that people let you come on board, but you have to ask permission. Permission to come aboard, permission granted. Take your shoes off, and you can walk around and check out their yacht. It's really pretty cool. It's well worth the trip to go to.
I want to go below deck.
Okay. And then also on May 1st, if you're on the north side of town, the second annual Spring Town Center Car Show at 21440 Kirkendall Road in Spring, which is up there near the Grand Parkway in Kirkendall. Also on the 1st is Crawfish and Cars from 12 to 2 at Second Baptist Church out in Katy. That's 5757 Katy Freeway. And then the June 3rd, and this is going to tie into Conrad's Corner today, the 19th annual Ed Big Daddy Roth Rat Fink reunion.
Awesome.
In Manatee, Utah.
When is that? What's the date?
Manatee, Utah.
Yeah, M-A-N-T-I. Manatee, Utah.
What date?
June 3rd through June 5th.
Okay.
And that's all in recognition of Ed Big Daddy Roth, and we'll hear a lot more about that here when my next segment comes up. And we're going to next listen to Don eat jelly beans.
No, you're not. I'm going to turn the microphone off, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy listening to Conrad's Car Clinic.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wanted to switch this over so he could put his shirt on.
No, it's okay. I'll do it like this.
He'll have to do that later because we need the Car Clinic right now.
So 2 weeks ago was the recognized Ed Roth, Big Daddy Ed Roth, and the Rat Fink organization on the history. So I kind of looked into it a little bit more and read a lot more about Big Daddy Ed Roth. Actually very collectible through the years, these pieces. In 1968, when Mattel introduced the Hot Wheels, Ed Roth's Beatnik Bandit was one of the first 16 die-cast toys of the Hot Wheels collection, and now is worth, in mint condition, thousands of dollars.
My favorite shirt of Rat Fink, on the back, the saying is, "The more I learn about women, the more I like my car."
But as Roth aged, in 1969, he was lecturing at Brigham Young University's Museum of Art, and he had a class there that he'd lectured for years, and then Roth passed away April 4th of 2001, and since his death, the official Rat Fink reunion has been held in Manti, Utah, the first weekend in June, and that's what we opened up this segment with.
Yep.
So quite a lot of history to Ed Roth.
That's great.
You know, real impact on the custom car culture.
I remember it well. Yeah, it was huge because that was at the beginning of my coming out party for cars, and that
and the red pumps.
And the red pumps. That's right. And
that was a different coming out party.
And I built models. Included some of the Rat Fink type characters.
They're real popular.
Well, the Autorama. That's where I'm picking up the shirts. But his grandson is the one that has the booth at the Autorama, and I see him every year.
Oh wow! Okay.
Time now for some of the stories making automotive news headlines this week. General Motors on Tuesday launched a new remote work standard dubbed "Work Appropriately" to reflect adjusted workplace expectations post-pandemic. Who dreams this stuff up?
Some executive at General Motors.
The new guideline is designed to give employees the flexibility to work from wherever they are most efficient, GM said, and it gives the automaker access to a broader talent pool beyond its office locations.
Still have to wear a shirt and tie above the waist, but you can be sitting there in your flannel underwear below the waist.
Who decides what's efficient and what's not?
The worker does.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not everything's very efficient at General Motors.
Apparently.
The Alliance for Automotive Innovation has proposed 5 recommendations to keep the new car assessment program current by evaluating and rating new and advanced safety and performance features in today's vehicles. Number 1, regularly updating the program by identifying new safety technologies that could be included in the rating system. This is so government. Engaging annually with stakeholders to provide information on R&D efforts and gain insight on future technologies and technical challenges. Somebody gets paid to write this and dream this stuff up.
Somebody gets paid to do those jobs.
Somebody probably got a bonus for that one.
Hey, we're not supposed to eat steak
And
anymore.
I'm not getting paid to read it. Maintaining a consistent 3-year review and update cycle for the program that considers other safety rating programs such as Euro NCAP, NCAP, and the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's Top Safety Pick Awards, conducting periodic reviews of the program's effectiveness and prioritizing rulemaking to remove regulatory barriers related to advanced technology that could hinder innovation. That's what we think of that story.
Well, you said government. The government says we're not supposed to eat hamburger or steak anymore.
Can you imagine? This poor girl named Audrey LaForest at Automotive News had to write this piece. Somebody in some editorial meeting went, "Would you write us a piece on this?" And here I am tearing it up.
And she got paid to do it.
And she did get paid to do it.
So did you hear that Chevron is building a strategic alliance with Toyota of North America to develop a large-scale hydrogen-powered infrastructure here in the United States? So, you know, as Toyota, and a lot of the conversation from Toyota is EV cars can't be the future because we don't have the power grids to support that. And now here is Toyota getting in a strategic alliance with Chevron talking about hydrogen-powered cars, and that may be their reason for it.
They've done a couple of trucks, I believe.
Right.
And finally, Kia Motors is recalling 147,000 newer Soul and Seltos vehicles because the piston oil rings in some of their engines might not have been adequately heat treated. According to a document filed with NHTSA, improperly treated piston oil rings could cause engines to stall, increasing the risk of a crash.
Sounds like
oil could also leak onto hot exhaust components, increasing the risk of a thermal event.
Sounds like the devil made them do it because they're recalling your soul.
Oh,
Ba-dum-ching.
Ba-dum-ching.
I need a rim shot.
There you do.
Oh, my God.
When I get home, I'll give you one.
Why wait?
You know, I've just developed this very
I like it.
sick headache. In Wheel Time continues after this.
Owned and operated group of dealerships called Bayway. Bayway owner Daryl Wisniewski is born and raised right here, and he knows Houstonians better than anyone. Bayway Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Bayway Lincoln, and Bayway Chevrolet are managed by Lincoln Stahl. And when you get to know these guys, you'll want to become part of the Bayway family, too. Feel good that you're part of Houstonian-owned Bayway Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.com, BaywayChevrolet.com, and BaywayLincoln.com. Remember the name, Bayway. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise-in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, May 15th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and everyone's invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Lupi Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupi founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, May 15th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise in, May 15th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupi's in Katy, weather permitting. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@inwheeltime.com.